In this training video, we're going to talk about the setup of non-plant products. In this area, we're going to start at the main menu and go to Plant Product Definitions. Even though it says Plant Products, these are for non-plants. Now, as we take a look at the plant product definitions, hopefully you've already looked at the video that gives an overview of how plants are set up. We're going to talk about non-plants at this point. So non-plant products go in this tab area. Now, the distinction here about these non-plant products are these are things that we charge for on the invoice but are not inventoried. So that actually non-plant products is perhaps a bit of a misnomer. This really refers to items that are not inventoried. So things that we're going to type into, we just type at the bottom of the list, are things like trucking freight charge, service fees, tags, whatever you might be putting on an invoice that is not going to be a part of your inventory. Whether or not the sale of this product applies to the sales commission, it's a yes or no checkbox, and whether or not discounts might be applied to this item, it's a yes or no discount. Normally, you're not going to give a discount on a phytosanitary certificate, so if you're doing customer discounts, that would be a no. So these are typically going to be no discount checked on almost everything. Whether or not it's taxable depends upon your state. We are in Oregon, and most of the time nothing is taxable, and we have that little luxury. But in most other areas of the country, state taxes may apply to some of these things, and if it applies, just simply put a checkbox on it. Now, if you have non-plant products that are going to be inventoried, you are buying them in and reselling items. So let's say, for example, you've got a retail operation, or you are a wholesale operation selling to landscape contractors or others, and you do sell non-plant hard goods. Those items are going to be treated essentially just like a plant. So when we set those up, we're going to go into the master plant list, and we are actually going to put in the bench that you sell, or I'm trying to think of other examples of statuary or something that you might have that people would buy, just like they would, add it into the other landscape products. What's going to be important there is to separate it from your other plant material. But since we want it inventoried, we do want to keep track of items that are purchased in and what our inventory would be on it. So I suggest that you go into the groups and set up a hard goods group or some group to differentiate what plant material is, so we can separate this out from the other plant material. So you click Edit on the groups in your master plant list and simply add something like hard goods, or you could even have as many subsections as you want, but something to differentiate this kind of material. Then just simply put the name of it in, just like you would put the name of any new plants. You're going to click New Plant, type the name, type it in as the under botanical name, and this is going to get lumped in with the rest of your inventory, but you do want to inventory the quantities on hand. You will be typically buying this material in, so we're not going to go into a great deal of detail right now about how we track the inventory. We're just talking about setup. So again, the differentiation here is non-plant products means typical service charges that go with the production of wholesale nursery products. And we're going to go ahead and add it in as a plant if it's something that you inventory and continue to sell on an ongoing basis. So we would have purchasing in here typically as a part of that, or if you buy through your accounting system or through some other operation and you don't care to track the purchasing of the material, then you just count it in as soon as it arrives. So again, these are distinctions that we will make in a separate training and work with you on a case-by-case basis about whether or not you're doing that. So that would conclude this topic.